Laura Ray, and I'm here with 12 beauty wins and fails. I have some fails here. I have some sort of in between, but some real winners. If you like these kinds of videos, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's start off with a winner. I am so impressed by this new foundation from ColourPop. It's a stick foundation. In the past, I haven't liked stick foundations that much, except I love the Milani. I love the one from Merit. Well, this one is now on the list. It is so beautiful. It glides on the skin. I can just blend this out with my fingers. I don't even need a brush or a sponge or anything else. It is just beautiful. They put skincare ingredients in it so it glides across the skin. Now you're probably wondering, how does it look at the end of the day? Well, I thought it looked even more beautiful. As the day went on, it sort of melted into my skin and just looked very natural. I can't believe there's a foundation out this affordable that looks this great. I'm so impressed. It covers redness. It covers my broken capillaries. It really is amazing. Now, I bought the shade Light 8, and I'm so glad I did. It was the perfect shade for me. Usually, I'm at the end of light, the beginning of medium. So if you're trying to see if you're my twin, that's where I normally am. And I think this blends beautifully. It warmed up my skin. It covered any redness that I have. So I think it's a winner. Here's one I'm on the fence about. This is a brand new brand that is being carried at Target, and it's called Thread Juice It Gloss Color Stick. The brand is Thread. It's supposed to be a very inclusive brand. Now, the product itself, this reminds me a lot of the Revlon Butter Gloss lipsticks that they used to have out. I love so much. It's very creamy, and I think the color is beautiful. This runs between like $8 and $9 depending where you're buying it, and the packaging it's very lightweight, which I like that for my purse, and the lid snaps and it seems like it's holding pretty good, but the product itself is sort of messy, and I just feel like this is something I would have gotten from Wet n Wild for about $3. So I really am on the fence about it. I want to use it a little bit longer before I would say yes or no, but I'm leaning more towards no, because I think anybody that gets this might be a little disappointed that they paid this much for this lipstick. When you twist it up, it makes like a little sound. I know the sound seems funny, but it just seems very cheap and something I would have paid $2 or $3 for. So for now, I guess I'm going to say no. Another big no for me is this. It's a lip mask from the company MCoBeauty. Now, this line has been out for a while. It's a luxury dupe brand from Australia. And I noticed in the two Targets that I went to looking for products that they had different things. They didn't have the same products at Target. So in other words, they might have a brow pencil at one Target, but not carry it at the other. So they featured different products. This was one, they had at both Targets. It's the overnight lip mask. Now, when you look at it, you think instantly Laneige. This is no Laneige. The smell of it was so strong when I opened the box that it was overpowering. And this one is cherry, but the scent was so strong on my lips, I just couldn't bear it. Now, Laneige, none of the scents bother me. I can have it on, I can drink water and have no kind of irritation. I put this on and went to have some water, and I was just tasting it. It was in my mouth for a while. I didn't like it. It just didn't taste good at all, and the scent was overpowering, so I almost don't even want to open it up. They put the lid on it just like the Laneige, but you can see I only used a very small amount, and I couldn't take it. There's a perfuminess to this that the Laneige doesn't have. So $8.99 might sound good because you say, wow, Laneige is $24 or however much when it's on sale, and this is $8.99. What a deal. But if it's something that you don't like, I just wasted $8.99. So this was a big fail for me. MCoBeauty also came out with Extend Lash. This is a tubing mascara. I was so excited because I love tubing mascaras. I put it up today against my Thrive because Thrive works pretty awesome, but the price tag is higher, and some of you I know also do not want to spend that kind of money on mascara. So what I noticed with the MCo is if I do almost an extra coat, I can get it to the level of Thrive. Now the drawback I want to let you know about is when I'm washing it off. The Thrive comes off really easy. The tubes just sort of slide off, and I find that it's really gentle on my lashes, and the next morning I don't find extra mascara that's left over. I didn't have as easy of a time cleaning my lashes with the MCoBeauty. It stayed on there. It was harder to get off. Now they're both tubing mascaras, but the tubes just slide off so much more easily with the Thrive than the MCoBeauty. Now that doesn't mean I'm not saying this isn't great, because I do like the look of it and the price tag is so much less. I just want to warn you about taking it off at night, that it isn't as easy. But I still say this is a great mascara. Another win for me were these blushes from Almay. I love Almay. I've bought their makeup since I was a teenager. And this is called the Color and Care Tint Stick. I bought it in the shade 300, which is Rose Flush. And today I'm wearing Nude Flush. These spread so beautifully. They act like high-end. They really give you the look of any of these high-end kind of cream blushes I've tried. They're beautiful. I think Almay is such an underrated brand. I almost feel like I need to stand up for them because they really have amazing products. I think they just don't advertise as much as other brands do. But the Nude Flush is such a beautiful color and goes with everything. I thought it matched great with the top I'm wearing today. Then this is the Rose Flush. I wore this the other day and it just looks so pretty, brightened up my complexion. So if you're looking for a new cream blush that's affordable, this is a great one. Another winner for me is the Revlon Color Stay Eyeliner. Now you might say, why are you talking about that? That's been around forever. Well, I wanted to mention a particular shade that I think is just beautiful. If you love black but you're trying to get a softer look, this shade is gorgeous. It's called Black Violet and I love it. If you love purples too, it's got the purple but a little bit of black mixed into it. It's also wonderful for bringing out your eye color. I have hazel eyes and purple tends to bring out the green so much more. I love this shade, and also you've got the little sponge to smudge out the liner. I always like to do that. So this pencil is just fabulous. I was super excited when I saw that L'Oreal came out with a new powder that's talc free. We're hearing so much about wanting to use powders that don't have talc. Most of the powders that don't have talc are pretty pricey. This one is a drugstore price. It's their new infallible blurfection, and they promise 24-hour blurring. I have fallen in love with powder. I used to not be a fan of powder, but I'm finding as I'm getting older, it does help blur pores, make my fine lines actually less noticeable, and also keep off shine. I live in a humid climate in Florida, so I always have a dewy look on my skin when the weather is warm, which is most of the year. And so I feel like when I put powder on, it just gives a much more polished look. So this one's actually pink. I love the packaging, how it's got the little sifter in it, and it does brighten me up, but blur at the same time. I just really think this powder is amazing. I like to take my puff and just go in and put a little bit. I actually like to put it in the empty part of the lid and smush it in so I don't get too much, and then just sort of build it. But what a difference. This also keeps my makeup from sliding around and collecting in the lines here and lines around my eyes. Again, when you live in a humid climate like I do, just going outside, it's like you're going into a face mister. So your makeup can easily start sliding around. So this powder makes such a difference. I went ahead and sprung for this primer from Too Faced. It's the Too Faced Plump and Prime. They call it a luxury face plumping primer serum. Now, I've only used this a few days, but they promise within 3 days this plumper skin. Well, I just don't think that's true. I don't notice a big difference in any kind of plumping in my face from this. It does hydrate my face, but I think I get better hydration with my Numbuzzin. I love my Numbuzzin 9 Plus. This really hydrates my face and I feel smooths out my fine lines. When I am using this, I don't notice any change in my pores either. They talk about less texture showing, and I don't notice that either. If anything, I could really see my texture. I want to give this a little longer before I give you a full opinion on it. This product is actually made to be a part of your skincare routine. The directions are to put it on, wait a couple of minutes, and then apply the rest of your skincare. So I'm on the fence about this. I'll get back to you in a future video after I've used it longer. But just applying it to my skin, I didn't notice any miraculous plumping or anything. It just feels pretty much like serums that I've used in the past, but we'll see. So the jury's still out on this one. Catherine Power, the founder of Versed, is also the founder of Merit. And I love Merit Beauty so much. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing a Merit lipstick today that I keep using every day because I just love the color so much. It's called Sunday. Let me show you what it looks like. It's sort of a rose pinky shade, maybe even a little bit of coral in it. And I just love this so much. When I naturally reach for something, when I have all these lipsticks that I've bought to review, I know it's something that I must really like. Well, Catherine Power is the founder of Versed. Now, I've used their body cream and stuff, but now they have cosmetics out at Target. I grabbed these two, what they call lip blush, and they say cashmere color. Now, the first one I want to show you is called Casual. Now, this is a balm. I want to show it next to the Merit lipstick. You can see how much more pigmented the Merit lipstick is compared with the balm, but I know a lot of you like balms. What I noticed is they feel super moisturizing when I'm going across my skin like this, but as they were on my lips felt a little bit dry. They weren't as hydrating as I had hoped. So if you do want to try these, then I would suggest to put some kind of balm underneath or lipstick primer. Here's the shade Spice here. So if I had a choice, I definitely prefer the Merit lipsticks over these. I love the look on my lips. I just feel like the Merit lipstick keeps my lips more moisturized and the color lasts longer because the pigment is so much on the Merit. I can put it on and it seems to just last for hours. I had to reapply this during the day because the color didn't seem to last as strong. Now, it sounds like I'm saying I don't like these, but I actually still do. There's just something about them on my lips that I really love the look. So what I did earlier, what I've decided to do is just put either my lip primer, like my Anastasia, or my Treat lip balm, I love that so much, underneath, and then put these on top because I want to wear them. I love the look of them. I think they're really pretty. We're going to go to another fail. This is from MCoBeauty and it's their concealer. It's supposed to be a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. Well, when I opened this up, the scent was so overpowering. I still have to figure out what this scent is. To me, at first I thought it was a really sweet scent, but now I think it's almost like gardenias. Now, if scents don't bother you, I think you would really like this concealer. I feel like it works really well. The scent now, I put this on a few minutes ago when I was showing in the B-roll. The scent lasts for a while on my skin, so it doesn't go away immediately like other products that have scent that I'm not so fond of. But if you don't care about scents or scents don't bother you, I think this is a really good product. I actually like the way it looks better than Shape Tape. Shape Tape never worked for me. It creased in my under eyes. It was very heavy. My daughter had an allergic reaction. She got a bunch of bumps under her eyes, and so she couldn't use it anymore. So both of us didn't have a good experience with that product. But this did none of that for me. I've tried it now a couple of times. If I can somehow get over the scent, I would use it again. I know I did a YouTube short where I talked about throwing it away after the video, but I wanted to show it here. And the more I wear it, it's really a good product. It's just the scent is off-putting. Now, I know some of you are very scent sensitive and you're not going to like it, but it is a really good concealer. Recently, I heard a great tip on Instagram about leaving a face wash on your face with salicylic acid and it helping with texture. And boy, did that tip work for me. It has made my skin look so much better. And also my daughter. We first tried it with CeraVe. We bought the CeraVe and it worked great. But then Prequel has come out with one, and I love this brand. I had their cleanser that has the glycerin in it. Well, now I bought this one, and this has 1% salicylic acid in it. So what I do is put one pump, put it on my face, let it sit for maybe a minute, and then rinse off my face. I just can't even believe how great my pores look. I had some real texture under the eyes here that I just couldn't get rid of, and it took it away within a day or two. My daughter had the same experience. She had some texture that was really bothering her on her skin, and she said, "Mom, within like a day or two, I can't believe it. It's like a miracle." So if you're looking to get rid of texture on your skin, that worked for us. If you're not interested in that, maybe you don't have texture like we do, then the cleanser that they have from Prequel is amazing too. And they give you so much product. This has 13.5 ounces. It just feels so heavy. It's a great deal. It lasts so long and it's such a great cleanser. We're going to have a little lip fashion show with these glosses from Wet n Wild. These are fabulous. There is nothing that I have to say negative about these. They're great as toppers on top of lipstick you already have. They are beautiful on their own. The shades I have here, this peach shade is so pretty. This one is Love Language, and it's such a beautiful sort of peachy nude. I think perfect for spring. I love that these are not super sticky and they just look beautiful on the lips. These run around $3, so it's a super affordable way to try out different shades. This one here is Bronzeberry. Now, some people might think that frosted sort of shades are out in sort of old school, but actually for this year, people are wearing them. And I think they look great over a lipstick. As a matter of fact, let's add a little to the Merit. Oh, I think that's so pretty. That really just changes the look of the lipstick. And again, these are around $3. The other shade that I bought, this peachy shade, is called Attitude Check. And I think that is also a beautiful shade. They're sort of sheer, which I like. I like putting these on top of lipstick. That gives a little more longevity. I don't have dry lips at all, but sometimes lipstick cannot look as shiny, and I like a little more of a shiny look. So that's why I love these, and they're super affordable. Something I'm going to share with you each week is, I'm calling it What's Laura Up To? I've been doing some fun things now that I want to share with you, and one of them is cleaning out my closet. And I've been sharing videos over on Instagram. My Instagram account is Laura Ray over 50, and what I'm doing is building a capsule wardrobe. I don't want a lot of clothes. I just want a few things that really fit me right, look nice, and that I can keep for a while, that will wear well. So I've been getting rid of clothes that are too big, too faded, just different things, clothing mistakes, things I should not have ever bought. Anything that still looks good but just doesn't fit me right is going to my local women's shelter. So I've been having fun sharing, going through the closet. I've come across some sentimental things too, like I still have my wedding dress. My wedding anniversary is in April, and my husband and I have been married 40 years in April. And I recently wore the dress and we danced together on Instagram. So if you're thinking of going through your closet, I'm going to be sharing all the ideas and tips and even what I replace my clothes with. I'm going to be going shopping and sort of building a wardrobe that I can keep for a long time. I hope you enjoyed this video. All the links are in the description of the video. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate and love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon.